Hey everybody, Liam Maguire here. Welcome to the inaugural Morenz Minute with Liam Maguire. Yes, it's in honor of Howie Morenz, a guy who passed away 1937. That's a long time ago. But I was looking for an alliteration that fit, and I decided to go with this. This is really just a offshoot of our webcast, Offside with Hawes and Maguire. Chris Hawes and myself do a weekly webcast. It's on YouTube. Our hockey pool is brought to you by Hosie and Brown Automotive. We have This Day in Hockey brought to you by Shoeless Joe's. We have Redneck Lager as a sponsor as well, and we thank them for their support. But right now, I just want to take a couple minutes, almost on a daily case if need be, because our webcast is only a weekly, and I can't sometimes comment. I mean, I can go on Twitter, make a comment, I can go on Facebook. But I wanted to do something a little bit more demonstrative on camera, because I just love to talk on a microphone and just offer up on something that is the hot topic of the day. So this preamble will not happen every time, and there's 2 minutes that hopefully will be reduced, because I want these to be short, to the point, and get right after it, and that's what I'm going to do right now. This is all about the Four Nations. The Four Nation hand-wringing that's gone on in this country, in North America, really, on the four countries that have, it's really, I think, only the Canadians and the Americans that have taken some heat internally from fans and some media about player selections. And look, if we weren't griping about it, we probably wouldn't have the amount of care and concern that we do for the sport of hockey, and specifically when the flag starts waving, right? So, in terms of the third goaltender, what's gone on over the last couple of weeks as people tried to determine the three goaltenders who are going to represent Canada has been laughable. First of all, folks, this is a made-for-TV event. That's what it is. The round-robin rules. Do you realize what they are? It's 3 points for a win. 2 points if you win in overtime or a shootout. Yes, there's a shootout. And 1 point if you lose, and you have to lose in regulation to get nothing. You play the 3 round-robin games. Everybody's playing everybody once. And then the 2 teams playing a 1-game shot for the final. It's a made-for-TV event. I think that the NHL sat down and said, look, once they made the decision internally that we're going to go back to the Olympics, we have to have a way that we got Connor and Sid on the same team. We blew it and missed in 2018. We missed in 2022. We weren't able to get another World Cup going post-2016. The onus is on us. Not to say that Sid will not be able to play in 2026. The way he looks right now, he'd probably get selected on the team anyway. But I think they'll roll him out there in a wheelchair, frankly. However, this is an opportunity right now to give us a little taste of Connor and Sid on the same team. They want to do it during season. You're going to shut down All-Star Weekend. So you've got a finite time to play with. So you can't bring 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. It's got to be something small. And this is what they've chosen to do. So for the Czechia fans, or if you really thought the Swiss could step up, or the Germans, and yes, Draisaitl and Stützle and some others, and anybody else, and maybe, God willing, the powers that be will realize that the athletes in Russia should not be paying the price for what's going on in Ukraine, and they'll let them compete again. That's just my own personal opinion, not trying to go down too much of a political road. I just would love to see them back, and maybe in the Olympics of 2026 in Italy, perhaps they'll be able to be back and competing. However, the rest of this is just a made-for-TV event. If you and I, who's ever watching this, sat down and picked these teams, we would pick 90%, if not more, of the same players. Of the forwards, we would probably take, 8, 9, maybe 10 out of the 12 forwards that are selected? You're talking a couple forwards. There might be 1 defense, maybe 2. Of the 7 that are being selected, we would take 5 probably for sure on the teams, on all the teams. And the goaltenders, maybe there's 1 or 2. Maybe you don't want Monabo. The third goalie should not be playing anyway. He's going to be in a suit in the stands. He becomes the highest paid e-bug in history. That's really what they're going to be. Monty should not see the ice, barring something unforeseen. This should be Aiden Hill and Jordan Binnington carrying the mail for Canada. They got Stanley Cups on their resume. These are one-offs playing on NHL arenas. I know Monty went overseas and got a gold, and the world's fantastic. He looked great. Different game, different ice, different rules. And when the guy's on, as we've seen at different times this year, he can kick out BBs. But right now, I'm quite comfortable as a Canadian fan starting with Aiden Hill. I got no problem with that. And if we falter, we'll figure something out. As for the teams that have, the Americans in particular, the 3 goaltenders they have, and their resumes the last couple of years, the Finns and the Swedes as well. The Finns in particular are probably number 2 in terms of goaltending. Hey, look, only one of them can play. I like our chances with Connor McDavid and Nathan McKinnon and Braden Point and company, Cale Makar in the back end. I like our chances of being able to score on whoever's in there. We're not seeing a combination of Terry Sawchuk, Jacques Plante, Ken Dryden, and Bernie Perron here rolled into one. Come on, guys, have a little faith. Because at the end of the day, Canada has won 72, 76, 84, 87, 91, 2002, 2004, 2010, 2014, 2016. Last man standing, last team standing, cancel practice tomorrow, nobody else to beat. We're the odds-on favorite right now, even though Canada's notorious slow starters in international events and best on best. We haven't always been at our best at the start of these things. Who cares? You know what? Yes, I'm going to be totally emotionally invested in this, and I'll be on there chirping and going back and forth saying this should have happened or that should have happened. But right now, everybody, just relax. Have a Coke and a smile. The team that's been selected are good. It's a good team, and we'll find out who's going to be a really great team in 2 months' time. But all this angst over the 3rd goaltender and the 12th forward or 13th forward and the 6th or 7th D, it's really ridiculous. It's a made-for-TV event. Let's have some fun. I'm Liam Maguire, here for the Morenz Minute. We'll talk to you next time. G'day.